Hi, it's Fraser Chesterman of Futureprint TV. I wanted to record a short piece with Stephen Wilson of Inca Digital. Stephen, hi.
Hi there, Fraser. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, no, thanks. Good to see you. Wanted to do this because obviously there is an acquisition in the offing between Agfa and Inca Digital. And a lot of people have been asking me, what's this all about? Why this acquisition? What the benefits will be to the industry and also obviously to the two companies involved. So Stephen, tell me a little bit about it.
Right. So the main benefits to us, I think, are firstly being a full solution provider for wide format. So we'll obviously continue providing our printers. We'll have inks from Agfa. We'll have the robotic automation we already provide. And we'll have software from both the Inca Connect suite, which Inca's had for some time, and also Agfa's Asante. And that makes us basically a one-stop shop in the industry. So for the first time, we'll be part of a single business that provides everything the customer wants.
Yeah, that is interesting. And that kind of opens the opportunities for people, doesn't it, really, in terms of when working with you or working with Agfa, it means that any business is, has a variety of ways they can take things.
Indeed, yes. And it also benefits the SpeedSet products we're developing in future for single pass, because they will gain the Agfa aqueous inks and also the Agfa channel. So it's a key part of their packaging strategy for the future, which you can tell that's what I've been talking about for the last few years.
Sure.
And so that aligns very nicely with theirs too.
And from the point of view of the particular segments, corrugated being the main one, other segments of packaging?
Yeah, so we're starting off with folding carton,
Yep.
and then we're going to be moving into corrugated over the next few years. So there's a huge number of different ideas between ourselves and Agfa about which products to develop next and for which markets. But packaging is certainly a main theme, and obviously we're going to continue within wide format graphics with the Onset series. Yeah,
and will that mean that the Onset becomes an Agfa badged piece of technology?
Yes, so we're still in the throes of discussing exactly how to brand it, but certainly the Onset name, which is owned by Inca now and is now part of Agfa's portfolio. So that will be rebranded within Agfa, and it'll be using Agfa inks. And then we're going to adapt that for the whole range of different markets that Onset already serves over the next few years.
And I guess because Agfa based in Belgium, you're based in Cambridge, they find it quite attractive, don't they? The kind of Cambridge link, the technology, the knowledge that you've got there in in the building, actually.
Yeah, we've got a strong pedigree of developing world-leading inkjet technology, and we're going to continue that. I think we've got a sort of critical mass in the Cambridge area of strong talent for a whole range of different skill sets. And inkjet has been part of that for 30 odd years now. So we'll continue that. We'll continue supporting their teams in Mortsel and Belgium on both the equipment and the ink side. So there's plenty of good stuff to work on together.
And one final question. Let's say I'm a customer of Inca Digital at the moment. What do you think this adds?
So we support half of our customers directly with their own field service engineers. So those guys will be obviously part of the Agfa organization almost immediately. So they will have good communication links straight back into Agfa. In other countries, it's going to develop over the next few years in terms of Agfa's sales and service channels developing. So I think those customers will basically have an ink choice. That's the most immediate thing. And then they will have a choice of future equipment through Agfa, both the Onset and the other machines in the Agfa portfolio. So it gets them on a different train with a lot more options than they had before.
And kind of personally for you as CEO, what's the sort of, when you do these kind of things?
I'm very proud to lead the organization into this, really, because we've done well as part of the Screen Group. But I think having a sort of separate business a long way away from the head office isn't so easy to manage. And I think what with COVID, Brexit and everything else, Screen have made that decision to divest in our business. But I think that's a great opportunity for Agfa, and it's a great opportunity for Inca, because we now have we're now part of a parent organisation that's only a few hours away.
Sure.
So that makes it much easier to work together and much easier to combine forces.
And do you think, on that note, that culturally the two businesses are closer?
Yes, very much so. Yes, I mean, we've experienced that just recently. Going out and having a good time together after all the meetings. So
both like beer.
There's a lot of commonality in our culture.
Yeah. Belgian beer, very nice. British beer, not bad.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh no, that's good.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you for that. That's give us a little bit of insight in there. And as I said before, we'd actually spoken to Vincent Villa, who is president of Inkjet for Agfa. So we've got a bit of insight from the Agfa side. Wanted to speak to you to hear, what you thought things were, what this was going to bring to the party, and that's good to hear. And I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks' time at the Geneva Summit, where you'll be talking again on, I believe, on a panel. So looking forward to that. Thank you, Stephen.